Ooh. Alright. Live. I'm back. Back and live. Slept in this morning. Slept in an extra 20 minutes. I just woke up, jumped up. It's fucking big cold, eh? Oh, I ain't got my beard, motherfuckers. I ain't got my beard. You know, it's getting a bit cold. I felt like staying in bed, but decided I better get up. Because there's people who are getting up at this time to go and do shit they don't want to do. So it's the least I could do is to get up and stream for a little bit. What are we going to look at today? What are we going to look at today? Let's go X. Let's have a look at X.
Is there anybody else that has a walk-in? No. Other than a fighter? So why? He has some music? Kid Rock starts playing?
He had one at the now 47th President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump.
Bet she gets a lot of booze this time. Not very popular anymore. See that? What is this? So these theatrics of saying that he's brought peace. Okay, well, I'm happy that we're at peace. That's good. Yeah. Stop watching that. Ooh, stop watching that. Okay. Alright. Okay. Is that all X is? I want to see people die, and we can't do that on a live stream. Maybe we're not gonna take a look at this. How about we just do Google News or something? Can't say I've ever been on Google News. What's even on it? Okay, looks fine to me. playing loads of negotiators in too little time. The US and Iran's 21-hour talks. It was as if the two delegations of the Iran-US peace talks in Islamabad. AW4WN, how you doing, dude? Good morning. If it is not morning for you, I dare say it's afternoon. Either way, what's happening? Thanks for popping in, saying hi. Overcome the handicap of having only a finite number of hours overlaid by a complex issue. New issues such as future control of the strategic mass and the US compensation for its attack of Iran. I personally think it's good that, you can't really put a price on peace despite the circumstances and who's to blame. It's just good to see that we're going to be at peace. So I'd say pay the price and, put your tail between your legs, whatever. Who cares? Yes, we're at a global stage, but you just got to do the right thing sometimes and admit that you're wrong. I think this is a way for a country to admit that they were wrong with the war. Well, people say it's not the country, it's the president, but whatever, the people in power, but at least they're paying compensation, help the citizens of the country, Iran sent 2 payloads of negotiators. They included many members of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard, IRGC, present to ensure that no gains made on the field were relinquished at the diplomatic table. Diplomats fanned out across political, legal, security, economical, and military files. One Iranian drafted a technical explanation on nuclear facility safety ran to more than 100 pages. Then US, often accused of leaving talks to the notice. Okay. Special envoy Steve Wickoff sent not just the Vice President J.D. Vance, but nearly 300 other officials. It was if it finally realized that the Iranian negotiating team, including figures such as that person, the Deputy Secretary of the Supreme National Security Council and Chief Negotiator in previous nuclear talks, that guy, and the Chief Negotiator in 2015, and now the Foreign Minister, might be on top of their brief. Okay. So they want nuclear power plants. I don't really see the issue with nuclear power plants. I understand, but nuclear power plants, I think the reason why the West doesn't use them is because it creates a weakness. Like if Iran had nuclear power plants before this war, you would sort of have to be like, okay, I abide, because if you get hit in a nuclear power plant compared to a coal plant or whatever, even a hydro dam, it's like it may take years to replace that, but it doesn't take a half-life of radiation takes forever, right? Like, look at all the other power plants and all the other crises around them, which is a shame because, you know, sort of reminds you that we're just monkeys and we always do stupid shit instead of advancing ourselves. You know, we gotta remember, you know, we're all on the same fucking planet. Vance spoke to Donald Trump at least a dozen times during the talks. Yeah. Even once spoke to Israel's Benjamin Netanyahu. A conversation, I don't know what that word means, was clicked to claim led to a hardening of the US position, but it's probably unrealistic to expect issues that took up to 2 years of negotiation in Vienna between 2013 and 2015 over the nuclear deal to be resolved in one marathon session. Yeah. Yeah. You know, instead of bombing the fuck out of them, probably could have negotiated before you did that. But as Trump does, he likes the element of surprise, but this was, from what seems to be a blunder. At least they don't want to sit in front of each other. It's a bit crazy. Robert Mullaney, a veteran of nuclear talks with Iran under Joe Biden, noticed prolifically, whatever that word means, 21 hours was 20 hours too many if the goal was to reiterate a demand Iran has already rejected. It was too many hours too few if the goal was to negotiate. Okay. Another US State Department veteran, Aaron David Miller, noted the administration believed that after only 21 hours of negotiation, Iran would give up impeachment, which is what Vance implied. It totally misread the movement and the Iranian delegation. In that context, it was important that Vance spoke of coming to Islamabad to see if we could get a situation where the Iranians were willing to accept our terms. The former Iranian Foreign Minister, Javad Zarif, a brave advocate of talks with the US, even in wartime, was not only Iranians to claim the sentence revealed an unchanging US take it or leave it arrogance. No negotiations, at least with Iran, will succeed based on our/your terms, he said. The US must learn you cannot just dictate terms of Iran. It is too late to learn. Yet. Okay. I don't look happy. They don't look happy with the US, which I can't blame them. I guess, you know, they were pushed into a corner. Be alright. Oh my gosh. I've yawned about fucking 10 times in the last 20 minutes. Yeah, it seems like Iran is not willing to negotiate, and I mean, who's surprised, really? They've just been bombed. They've just been totally fucked over. That's like saying the guy who comes and steals your purse ends up coming back and meeting with you, and then starts negotiating. Hey, bro, you're gonna have to sell your car. You're gonna start walking around instead. Like, it's just not good for the world. Like, what? What happened 2 seconds ago when you stole my fucking purse, bro? Like, what is this? Like, you're not gonna dictate my life. Give my damn. You can't even give my purse back. You know, I'll give you your purse back, but you're gonna have to make some change. Like, what the fuck? You know, I understand the point of view, but yeah, I'm just happy that there is some kind of negotiation. Trump says US will blockade Sheikh Hamas as Iran peace talks fail. This shit ain't gonna end, is it? A Disney themed extraction shooter reportedly in development. Wow, okay. I've not processed what we just did. Artemis moon traveling astronauts returning back with cheers. It is pretty dope. Still marveling over the moon mission. The Artemis 2 astronauts received a thunderous welcome home on Saturday. That's good. Good on you guys. They fucking deserve it. It's pretty dope. Hundreds who took part in the NASA lunar comeback that set a record for deep space travel. The crew of 4 arrived at Ellington Field near NASA Johnson Space Center and Mission Control, flying in San Diego, where they splashed down just offshore the evening before. After a quick reunion with the spouse's children, Commander Red Watson, I say no audio, took the stage surrounded by center workers, invited guests, NASA administrators. Okay, that's nice. You got to see his family. They survived. I'd be shitting myself, bro. If that was my dad or something, I'd be like, holy crap. I would be totally shitting myself. What was most of the outcome from this? 21 hours ago, the Earth was big out that window, he said, using his hands to say just the size of a basketball. It's the most special thing I've ever done in my life, I bet. This was not easy, he added. Before you launch, it feels like the greatest dream on Earth. And when you're out there, you just want to go back to your families and your friends. It's a special thing to be a human. It's a special thing to be on planet Earth. Yeah. Pilot Victor Glover said, I have not processed what we just did, and I'm afraid to start even trying. When you look up there, we're not just looking at us, we're looking at a mirror reflecting you. And if you like what you see, then just look a little deeper. This is you. Okay. That was deep. Hansen said the four of the embedded love and extracting the joy out of that as they joined stand in a row, embracing one another. Oh, that's very sweet. Yeah, that little thing. Which goes with think that was in space. 406 kilometers for doing a U-turn. Wow, those guys almost traveled 1,000,000 kilometers. That's crazy. Impressive. Honestly, what struck me wasn't necessarily just Earth, it was the blackness around it. Earth is just a lifeboat hanging undisturbedly in the universe, Notch said. Planet Earth, you are a crew. Yeah. Yeah, we're a crew and we all want to fucking kill each other. We all want to kill each other over fucking nothing. Like, what the fuck are we doing, bro? We're a crew. A long wait is over. A brief 53-year intermission. The show goes on. Yeah, very cool. Nice. Well, that's something actually worth looking at instead of fucking all this other shit or Bitcoin. It's just Bitcoin prices suddenly brace for critical week as US Treasury secretaries fuel. Come on, dude, I can't see this. Thanks. Fuel huge 1.5 quadrillion crypto prediction. Okay. Bitcoin has bounced, plunging lows of 60,000 per Bitcoin in early February. Really? Really? 60,000? What the fuck? Seriously? Holy crap. I was some droppage, wasn't I? Let's take a look here. Oh my gosh. It really did drop, didn't it? Wow. Huh. Wow. That's insane. That's a huge drop. Yeah. There you go. Bitcoin, eh? Took a dive. Didn't know it was even aware. Yeah. Anyhow. This struggled due to the US Iran war, inflation fears. Yeah, I don't know about the reading the rest of this. I feel like this is just, I've got more than enough information. Just knowing that the price has changed. Gaming. Tyson Fury dominates. I don't know if that's gaming, but sure. Beauty is underrated. 11 steps back to a 1 trillion energy disaster. Yeah, actually, let's take a look at that. Can't really imagine. Oh, that's good. You don't get to take a look at that. Okay, never mind. Well, I don't mind taking a look through a news article like this. I feel like this is pretty good. News showcase. That's about really take a look at the news showcase. Albanese continues world tour. Queen Mary of Denmark's father. I don't know. Rest in peace, fine sir. AFL. Don't really follow AFL. Well, I mean, at least the local news is not talking about Trump all the time. They're actually talking about Australian news is talking about stuff in Australia. It's good. What do we got? Australian Gout breaks national 200-meter record. I heard about this guy. I've heard about this guy. What is this? It's CS2 map trailer. This looks pretty good. Look at this map. Nice graphics on this one. Yeah. Fucking look at all the smoke on my PC. Sense music. Might actually need a GPU, fellas, if you're playing CS. So just being on a GPU. You might need a GPU, not a CPU. Sorry. You might need both, but probably gonna need a bit of a GPU upgrade for this map. CS can be such a CPU based one. Ah, it's on the workshop. It's cool though. I do. That is quite nice. Yeah. Love to see it. Let's see information. Right. What else we got? Why the wiggling?
This is not meat jerky. This is not ice. This is not lasagna. But what is it then? This is the raised printing with a ripped off piece on the €50 bill. But why the wiggling? Wiggling shows you the depth on a flat screen. How cool is that? Only the camera moves during the photo shoot and the subject stays still. This creates a depth effect known as wiggle stereoscopy. But can you stop the wiggling? No, this is Macro Lab 3D after all, not Macro Lab 2D. Maybe slow it down a little? No, slow wiggling lessens the effect string. See the difference? No AI, no CGI, all real macro photography. This is not meat jerky. This is not ice. This is not lasagna.
Very random. What else we got? Lomachenko versus Yasil Tadeda. This should be a good one.
The next two nations to come into the ring
Cuba.
and the center of the Haydar Aliyev Sports Arena here
Who's walking out with a hood?
Azerbaijan. Vazir national champion.
There he is, Lomachenko.
Very stylish southpaw. There's a good close-up of the Ukrainian boxer.
Young man there. Who's this badass?
Decision was turned, and the warning.
Should be a hard fight. 23 at the time. Wow. He's in his 40s now.
Quite consistent. Lomachenko's last two bouts in this tournament, he's won by a score of 18 to 10. Toledo's 15 to 10. So they're nothing if not consistent. It's going to be very
Sepov
interesting
is
to
out
see
for his scope stand in front of the mirror.
Toledo can handle the world
Yeah,
best
shit.
at this weight class.
Well, in years gone by, there were 11 weight
Spence, Joshua,
divisions in the
anyway.
and
All fought in my native city, Baku, in 2011. I wish I was a boxing fan back then. I witnessed all this great boxers live. Yeah, bro. Damn. Unlucky, my brother. Shit happens. It's the exciting thing about the Olympics, to catch them young.
You know, in the pros, a
Let's
critical
see.
part of the game is early on to find the boxer the best, easiest opponent to ensure success. The key being to delay the moment that your boxer's ability is exposed. Well,
Here we go, Lomachenko on the bread.
and Lomachenko
Well,
is the type of
black
boxer
guy,
that can
Cuban, and
will
black guy,
expose Toledo's
Lomachenko.
shortcomings if they exist
From
at all.
Ukraine.
What a massive amount of experience Lomachenko brings to this bout. In the red corner, of course, Toledo of Cuba in the blue. Twice a world champion and Olympic champion at the featherweight, and a world junior champion to go with it. Just 23 years of age as well, Lomachenko. He's had a rapid rise to international fame and stardom in the international ranks of amateur boxing, and is the hot favourite, I have to say, to get the better of Toledo here. But Toledo, like all,
You can see just the work rate already from Lomachenko, not even in punches, but in footwork. Wow, that's a nice combo.
See right away Lomachenko coming out throwing punches. He's not going to waste any time. He knows better. He's been in bouts at this level before, and he's definitely pressing the action.
Yeah, it's amateur. You only got, what, 9 minutes to make it work.
Until he gets his way.
Good jab work from the Cuban, and the Cubans' counters are equally as fast, equally as powerful as Lomachenko. But you're absolutely right, Castle. Looking the more aggressive aggressive of the two in these early exchanges, but he's got a long reach, Toledo, and that's what he needs to rely upon to keep Lomachenko at bay. Slightly taller, certainly longer levered athlete of the two.
And it could be a slight case of nerves, perhaps, for Toledo also. I mean, he is...
Beauty.
What a fantastic
Beauty.
hook from the Ukrainian. Watch here in the slow-mo replay.
Bang. That was well timed. I think he threw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe.
Was that it was about 4 or 5 punch combination
Yeah.
to the body by Lomachenko. He knew exactly what he was doing. He was softening up the midsection of Toledo so that he could
Make his hands
with a
come
big
down.
right hook to the head. He got the
That's
Cuban
nice.
to drop
Good
his
clinch.
hands, and then just on cue, he nailed him with a right.
And that right was a hefty blow from Lomachenko. And Toledo now really does need to dig deep to try and regain his composure, regain his confidence, and get back into the rhythm, because Lomachenko really has got the bit between his teeth. You said it right at the beginning. He came out after the bell at the start of this first round like a bull in a china shop, and he hasn't stopped since.
It's
Yeah,
not.
like I said, he is going to expose whatever weaknesses Toledo has. Right there, it looks like Toledo, for one, weakness, maybe a case of nerves. He's going up there, going in there against the best in the world. But two, it looks like he's not being aggressive enough, and Lomachenko is winning.
What's hard? It's hard when a man's going to step back like that.
Again, going for that same tactic, body shots and then the big right hook. Oh, Toledo digging deep. What a first round. What a sensational start to this lightweight bout.
Yeah.
Crowd enjoying every moment of it.
Hard to come back from that, though.
Slow-mo replay of that spectacular right hook from Lomachenko.
God, dang. It's combinations.
When it does come, watch the body work first. Watch how Lomachenko goes down to the body with 3 or 4 punches at a time, and then upstairs with the big right hand. He knew what he was doing, perfectly executed.
Nice. That's beautiful.
Well, what a sensational first round for Lomachenko. Surely the judges have got him up against Toledo of Cuba. Let's get confirmation of the scores, and there it is, 3 points clear. Remember, if he gets up or he's okay after the count of 8, the bout continues. That's one of the big differences from the amateur to the professional ranks. But Castle, surely now Lomachenko brimming with confidence, and he's going to deliver more of the same for the Cuban.
Sure, but let's not discount the Cuban. The first thing I want to point out, if you saw between the rounds, the corner of Lomachenko looked like they may have been tending to a slight cut on the bridge of his nose. Maybe just a sign that at the end of that round, despite the knockdown, that the Cuban was getting to him with that long jab, and it came out in the beginning of this round, he may have caught him again. Toledo needs to work behind that jab, and he needs to keep...
He's got speed, doesn't he? Lomachenko is definitely one of the best. He's never really able to lock it in, you know. Had to go to the judges a lot in his professional career. Wasn't able to get a lot of...
Again, inside is not where Toledo wants.
Especially in like the big fights, later in his career. He had to go back. He had to go to the judges a lot, and I don't know. I feel like Lomachenko is probably one of the most entertaining fighters to watch, or boxers to watch. Really understands the craft. Like, look at his footwork is very in situ, and like you can watch his, just watch his feet. Just the way that he moves his feet. Just moving out to the jab.
Yeah, you've got 2 southpaws going at it here. Always nice to see that when it happens, but again, they're both used to it. They're mirror images in that regard. It's like shadow boxing in the mirror. Again, those 1-punch leads by Toledo knock going to get the job done here. We've said it consistently. I don't know why his corner hasn't urged him more to work behind that jab. If he continues to chase Lomachenko around the ring, Lomachenko's going to make mincemeat out of him.
Well, I don't really know what else he's meant to do. It's really hard to deal with this, like, Asian, European style.
I've scored Lomachenko consistently higher than Toledo throughout this second 3-minute round.
Lomachenko's a bit different though. He doesn't have that high guard and allows him to get a lot more power out of his punches. He's already kind of adapted his style for professional.
And Lomachenko starting to take control of this men's lightweight final. Doesn't want to sit on the stool either, Castle. He seems ready just to get back in there and carry on for more.
Yes, he's been doing that throughout the entirety of this tournament. You know, part of it may be psychological to show your opponent that you're in good shape, that you're not going anywhere, that you're going to be back in that next round as sure as you were in the last.
Nice combinations, man.
Otherwise, it could just be because he
Really
feels more comfortable
stunting,
keeping his
their
legs
combos
stretched. Either
too.
way, the Cuban sitting, the Ukrainian standing in between rounds.
Well, better punches, and I would say more points on the board for Toledo, but it's difficult to have Toledo up against Lomachenko in the second. And the question now is, what's the difference? Well, 5-4, just 1 point advantage, but Lomachenko now going 4 clear of the Cuban out of the blue corner, going into the third and final round.
There you go.
To see some very special, some real fancy foot and handwork from Toledo if he's to turn the tables on the Ukrainian.
And you saw right out of the gate, he
not
threw
good
out a
at
double
that.
jab and then another jab followed by a right to the body. The jab is his best friend right now.
Oh my
and he needs to
gosh.
continue to do it. It will set
The
up
way that he
everything else here.
pivots and moves around them,
Well,
so then
winds up the
Out a double jab and then another
you can
jab
see,
followed
like,
by a right to the
from
body.
here,
The jab is his best
the way he's throwing
friend
those
right
body
now, and he
punches
needs another jab followed
after he
by a right to the
pivots.
body.
So
The
pivot
jab is his best friend right now,
and
he
just
needs to
starts
continue to
throwing
do it. It
those
will set up everything else
chopping
here.
body shots.
well,
You can see him ducking because he doesn't know where the punches are going to come from.
and Lomachenko matches it.
Yeah, Lomachenko is just a special type of boxer. Don't come around very often, his type, and when they do, you have to appreciate.
I feel like the refs should do a bit of a job, to be fair, of splitting them up.
Sense of the term, and he is both boxing and punching beautifully here.
I guess they're still punching, so it's allowed, but let's see. Yeah.
And the shorter boxer, Lomachenko, feeling very comfortable in there, clinching with the taller Toledo and throwing punches in the clinch. And why not? He's made a habit of
Yeah,
that
his
his
body
entire
shots are brutal, bro.
throwing punches at all times. See how Lomachenko is always first to punch in the clinch and always last to punch in the clinch. He's completely unfazed by the taller man.
Fuck, those punches would be taking effect too. Oh,
Wonderful again. The right hook connecting.
I thought it was an 8 count.
Minute to go in the third and final round. Caution to be careful with the head.
Hmm.
Well, both boxers have still got fuel in the tank here. It's not a question of Lomachenko just dancing around the ring and keeping out of trouble. He wants to finish it and finish it with style.
Whoa.
Lomachenko, nothing if not a
Trying to hit him with those big
He's a really good finisher. He's got less
left
than
hands.
a minute, in this case 30 seconds. He's up on the points going in. It's going to be very hard for the Cuban to snatch this.
4-point advantage. Both boxers have put in another magnificent performance. The same ferocity,
Throwing punches, big loops.
as there was at the beginning of the bout. But for me, Lomachenko has done enough as the bell goes. And is that
Done more than enough.
for Vasyl Lomachenko, the southpaw from the Ukraine?
Well and truly.
His second world championship gold as he moves
Wow.
up from the featherweight, no longer a division in Olympic and world championship boxing, into the lightweight 60-kilo category. Or has Toledo done enough in that third and final round? I'm just totting up here in the box castle, and I've got Lomachenko clear.
Yeah, I think that it's going to be very hard for the judges to give this one to the Cuban, particularly since the third round was much like the first and second, and Lomachenko just a bad, bad man.
Rough and tough.
Pretty sure it is.
Well, the Ukrainians coming into these finals, the most successful nation with 5 boxers in the 10 finals, and there it is. Lomachenko
Nice.
takes the gold for the Ukraine in the lightweight division. And another boxer to watch out for at London 2012. 17 points, 212, 5 clear of Toledo of Cuba, who takes the silver. A little closer than perhaps many of us thought in the third and final round, but consistently winning all 3 to take the gold.
And clearly, Lomachenko well deserved of that tattoo. If you happen to notice on the inside of his left bicep, the Olympic rings, as a stark reminder of what has been and what he
Wow.
hopes to happen once.
Total domination on the amateur field. Let's take a look at his record. Dilly. Lomachenko. There he is. Well, what a man. What a record. Actually curious about his professional record. 18 fights, 12 knockouts, 3 losses. So he's had a lot of fucking knockouts. Firstly, corrected. A win against Cambosis. And then his retirement was just a recent. I mean, look, no disrespect to Cambosis, but that is a tough fight. Lomachenko is. Yeah. Let's take a look. All bouts. He's only ever lost in his professional career. He's never lost in his amateur. His style was impeccable for amateur. For when it comes to getting to the judges, his style was impeccable. High tech, the Matrix. That's cool. Oh, he lives in California. He lives in California. That's so random. He lost against Devin Haney, Timofeo Lopez, and Orlando Sayoteo. See. Yeah, right. Mexico, Florida. Okay, some knockouts. He bet Lomachenko, that's pretty dope. It's a cool one to add to the total. Kept fighting for a while though, even after he was in a lose streak. But yeah. Yeah, it's sad to see him in retirement. Lomachenko was an exciting fighter. Very, very good fighter. What flag has he got on his back there? Got a couple belts there, for sure. He's a young man. A machine. Yeah, he's pretty dope. It's him against Devin Haney. So that's a real photo. I've seen the Devin Haney fight. I feel like the Devin Haney fight was hard. Most Men's 2011. Oh, I watched that last night. So again.
And they're already having issues with the body shot there. Come from Sinaloa, Los Mochis area.
Fuck, he's taking a lot of punches.
Right hand.
Oh.
There should be some frustration right now. I mean, uppercut again. That's a money punch.
He's a smaller man, that's for sure. That's brutal. Fuck. Okay. Oh, well, fellas, we have come to 6 a.m. So I've got work in 2 hours, and I'll jump off the stream now. And yeah, we talked about a couple of different things. Yeah, we've talked about a couple of different things. We watched some Lomachenko, which is always good. Gotta love some Lomachenko. Watch a man who dedicated his whole life to boxing and dance. So yeah, I think we'll just keep it there. Anyhow, guys, much love. Thanks everybody who jumped in. I hope you guys have a great day. You know, it is fucking Monday. And you know what Monday means? It means it's the start of the week, the start of whatever you want to decide it to be. So anybody that's out there, just get up, make your bread, make a woman happy. If you don't have a woman, one day you'll make her happy. Anyhow, I love you guys. Take care.